Hey, what's up guys? So, it's been 2 months since my last video, my last unboxing, and I want to apologize for that. All of my videos that I'd recorded got lost. So, I missed last month's, so I don't have an unboxing from September, but let's go ahead and get into October. I will say this is going to be my last box, my last unboxing, I should say, at least for this year. You know, it's the end of October now, and the weather's supposed to be cooling down. It's been in the 70s, but that's not normal for here. Usually it's like 40. But weather's cooling down, lakes are going to be freezing over, so I'm not going to be doing much fishing over the next few months. I don't want to just get a bunch of stuff just to try to find a place to put it over holidays and all that. I may pick it back up in spring. I may not. I haven't decided. But let's go ahead and get to it. This month's MTB Pro box versus Lucky Tackle Box Bass XL. Alright, let's get down to business. Okay, so first up this month, let's take the one that's right on top. That is the Lucky Tackle Box Bass XL. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so typical LTB packaging. You can actually smell something. Almost garlicky, almost a garlic smell, but let's go ahead and rip into it. Alright. Okay, so we got a few things here. Looks like a good little box of stuff. First up is a Throwback Lures Manamino. It's a square bill. It's about a 1.5 size. So it's that really kind of a Guntersville craw color. In fact, that's what they call it. That's become real popular since Howell won the classic on his Guntersville craw Livingston's. Alright, so next up, when we get back in here, there is a tube of Liquid Mayhem crawfish scent, garlic crawfish scent. That must be what I smell. It is sealed, but you know, I can still smell it, so it's definitely it's got to be potent then, if you can smell it through that. Okay, next up is a Biwa 7.4. It's another Biwa swim bait. This one is a 4-inch, half-ounce. It's like a sunfish color. Doesn't say the exact name of the color, but looks like just a typical sunfish color in pattern swim bait. Once again, that's probably one of Biwa's best products, is their swim baits. That's what they're best known for. At least that's what I know them from. Alright, so good motion. Both the top, bottom, and the tail fin are a rubbery. Hooks look good. It looks like it actually has a bigger hook in front than on the back. You can see that. Really good action. No rattle or anything, so it's not hollow. But that is a really good looking bait, and again, I think come springtime I'll really enjoy throwing this. Alright, so that one's done. Next up is a V&M. What is this? Looks like a punch skirt. Doesn't say the weight on here anywhere. Not real heavy, but it's like a Texas rig skirt, or a punch skirt is what they usually call them. It's got your weight on there, and it's kind of a bluegill pattern. I've been meaning to pick up a few of these specifically for that purpose. Come springtime, do a lot of punching, but so there we go. Now I have one to try out. Alright, next up from Big Bite Baits is the 4.5-inch squirrel tail worm. That's a Jeff Crete design. It's a kind of a June bug color. Yep, June Bug Red, it says. So, it's kind of an interesting look. It's got that purple color tail to it. The thin section here. This, you do actually have to tear it. I prefer not to tear them open when they are coated in something until I'm actually using them. So I don't know the scent that it has, but I'm familiar with Big Bite, and it had, most of the Big Bite stuff has almost like that black licorice scent to it. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we've got two more things left in the box here. One is in honor of October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They've got some 4/0 weighted KVD grip pin in pink. Okay. So that's just kind of a little bonus. KVD grip pins dipped in pink. And then last but not least is Hoaxfish Bamboozy Craw. 4-inch 4-pack. They're green pumpkin. Let's see if we can get them out. Not much of a scent to it. I mean, it has one, but not a lot. Interesting, really interesting shape. It's got like a craw tail, but it's almost got like a beaver tail design, flat. Kind of interesting. It has a mild scent to it. Not much anything special, but good color. Made in the USA. That's always a good thing. Support American made. Alright. Then, of course, LTB sticker. A golden ticket for a live drawing on October 20th. Just a couple days late. Prizes for it, if you didn't get it, was rods, reels, 1-year subscription, and the grand prize was an all-expense-paid trip to fish with Travis Moran, Andrew Flair, and Lunkers TV. That would be kind of cool. For those who subscribe to their channels, it'd be kind of neat to get to meet them. And of course, the Fish Hound magazine gives you information about what's in the box, everything else. So, all right. So, with that said, let's take a look at the competitors box here in just a second. Next up, MTB Pro. You'll see right off the bat for breast cancer awareness, they do have their pink ribbon on there. So good job to both of those companies for acknowledging that. That is a big cause. Definitely something that we should all be supportive of. All right, so let's tear into this, see what's in it. All right, so just a little glimpse in it here. See, first thing I pull out here, just for the heck of it, is the MTB Complete Your Profile and the What's Inside. So I'm glad they at least brought that back, so you have something printed. Alright, first up is a River to Sea package. I was hoping that it was a Whopper Plopper, but it's not. That's okay. It's still a good one. It's the Rover 128. So it's a 3/4 ounce, 5-inch walking bait. Definitely has rattles. Really good color. Let me take it out here. Okay, so this is the Rover. Like I said, it's a 5-inch bait. I really like this color because it's got that brownish color on top, silver on the bottom, but that pink stripe is what gets me. With all the trout in the water here, this could probably be a phenomenal bait come springtime when they stock it again. And of course, for me, any topwater bait that doesn't produce action, doesn't have a propeller or something like that, has to have a feathered treble, whether it's a popper, a walking bait, even a prop bait. They have to have a feathered treble hook, and this comes with one. Good looking hooks, kind of standard River to Sea stuff. I did notice once again, it looks like it has a couple size smaller front hook, which is odd. To me anyways. I would think you would want a bigger hook on the front. One thing I would probably do is switch the bigger hook up to the front. But just personal preference. Most of my topwater fish that are caught on anything with treble hooks are caught on the front hook. So I'd rather have the bigger one there. Alright, let's see what's up next. So the next up is from Kicker Fish Bait Company. It's called their Tail Slapper. Looks like it's a 3.8 inch gold minnow swim bait. These look, there's definitely some sort of liquid scent in it. But pack of 6, as you can see, real gold and white on the bottom, and a dark color on top, almost like a root beer. But these look very much like a Kitech. No scent to them. They're oily, but they don't have a scent. You can see the oil on my finger even coming off. They're a lot harder than a Kitech though. So I imagine the action would be much different. They do have a hook slot on them, but it is shallow. So you don't get quite as much benefit from it. Overall, combine it with some of that scent from the Lucky Tackle box, and I bet this wouldn't be too bad of a one, especially on an overcast day with that gold. Up next is a bait that I really like in a color that I'm not real sure about. It is a Storm Arashi Square 5, silent, so no rattles. That's just the hooks rattling. This is the Hot Chartreuse Shad color. So it's kind of like a root beer chartreuse. Now I don't mind that for like mid-depth cranks, for a shallower diving square bill. Not so much, but definitely try it out. The water this year was a lot muddier and probably would work. But it's not a bad bait. I have several Arashi. I can just add that to the plate. Just for the record there, the River to Sea Rover goes for $13.64. The Arashi goes for $8.99. And the Kicker Fish Tail Slappers go for $4.99. Okay, next up, again, a zero gravity jig. It's a big jig. Profile has a fall rate of 1 foot per 3 seconds, which is a really slow fall. They've got a kind of a crawfish color here. I don't know what color it is exactly, but it's got kind of it's a yellowish head with a green pumpkin. They're lead free, so that's a good thing for our water. It's a 4/0 VMC jig hook. Weighs 0.21 ounces, so a little over 1/10 of an ounce, or 2/10 of an ounce. My math isn't good today, but that's okay. This might not be bad for a swim jig if you had to swim something really slow. It's probably about all I would use it for. Next up, Bass Dynasty Bass Attractant sample pack. This is it's just a real small jar. This is a sample. Sample flavor is bluegill. Let's see if I can smell anything from it. It smells like dog food or cat food. Honestly. So, that for this size, which is, it says is a 1/4 of an ounce, is $2.50. Retail price for a 3-ounce bottle is $11.99. So if you wanted to buy it. 2 more things left. First one is some Charlie's Worms. Oh, these are like a small fluke. They're kind of a watermelon red flake. Good looking color. Again, proud American flag, made in the USA. Everyone knows what a fluke looks like. So This is kind of like the baby fluke size. Interestingly enough, it does not have the slit belly though, so that would make things, you would have to use a EWG hook with this. There's no question. You could not get away with anything else. But that could also make it more durable. I don't know. Medium texture, high floater. It says scented. Don't really smell anything though. This looks like it's a pack of about 10, 8. Last up, we have some decoy high power offset worm hooks. This says 3/0, but these look tiny for a 3/0. I don't think I have any EWG hooks hanging around. But this looks like a 1/0. Anyway, it's a pack of 7 Japanese-made hooks. All right. Then we have MTB Pro sticker, Dibble Digest. All told, decent boxes, not as good as in the past. Still decent. Mystery Tackle Box wins this month. I think it has the better tackle. I need to get out on the water to try them both, but my lake closes for the season on Monday. So no more fishing for me this year. All right, just wrapping this up. Just want to say, hope everyone has a great holiday season, starting with Halloween and on through to the new year. Stay safe. Do some fishing for me, because I won't be able to. Maybe I'll hit a couple of ponds up before the snow starts falling. But get out there and enjoy the outdoors. I'll try to put up some other videos. I'll try to compile some stuff over the winter, just so I have something to do. Something to share with you. Different techniques, maybe. Different ways that, or things that I do differently. Alright? Until then, go ahead and like and subscribe and get out on the water for me. See ya.